Welcome back, everybody. Happy Tuesday. This is this week's educational video. And this week we're talking about 10 things that we can all do, 10 important things that'll boost our immune system. And when we talk about boosting the immune system, it might actually surprise you to find out that most of the things that we do that boost our immune system are not related to our physical body. They have far more to do with mental stress and being able to manage that, as well as spiritual things that affect us overall. We are mind, body, spirit after all, and you cannot really affect one area of that trifecta without affecting another. So let's get right into it. 10 things, physical things right away. There are a couple of things, obvious things. We're going to get through those first. Hydration. If you are dehydrated, your entire body does not have a fluid transportation system inside the body, nor does it have enough of the liquid inside of the body to make it possible for your immune system to function properly. Making sure that you get enough downtime. We underestimate the need of our bodies to actually rest. And yes, this is a physical thing. It's mental too, but it's mostly a physical thing. When we spend all this time plugged into our cell phones and engaged in all of these different activities and never really taking any downtime to just do nothing, we stress out our body and we don't allow it the time to rest. Not sleep, but rest. Live whole foods. I am a big stressor of this. You really, in order to be a living, vital being, you need to consume living, vital foods. Particularly the pungent foods, things like garlic, onion, those sorts of things are especially important to our immune system. They are antibacterial, antiviral. They're also anti-inflammatory, and they're just really good at cleansing the body and activating the immune system when it's necessary, giving it that extra oomph when we need the help. And then sleep. Most of us struggle with sleep. Next to chronic pain, chronic insomnia is right up there among the top complaints at most doctors' offices. So making sure that you get enough sleep. How do I know when I've had enough sleep? Well, here's how you know. When you wake up rested in the morning and you are able to go through your entire day and not feel like you need a nap, you've had good quality sleep in the appropriate quantity for what your body needs. That amount is going to vary from day to day, from situation to situation. So listen to what your body's telling you. Some things that we often overlook are just stressors in general. People who have positive reinforcement in their lives, outside positive reinforcement. You have other people telling you, hey, you're doing a good job, or this was fun, or thank you for doing that. Those are positive outside reinforcements that just kind of take the stress off of us and give us a momentary high and make us feel good. And that's really important because when we are stressed out, it actually affects our immune system. So having those positive outside reinforcements are critical to boosting your immune system. Also, positive social interactions. We are pack animals. It's important with other people in our peer groups. It's imperative that we actually get that social interaction because that helps us have our downtime. It helps us get the positive reinforcement. And it makes us feel like we're not isolated and alone. People who feel isolated and alone often struggle with other mental things, feeling depressed, feeling that they have a positive self-worth. Those are all important, and we get that from our social interaction. Also, what we say to ourselves, our positive self-talk is extremely important. If you tell yourself that you're boring, that you're sick, that you're not worth anything, then your body is going to begin to reflect that, and your mental state as well. So the positive self-talk, I am healing, I am well, I am learning new things that are positively affecting my health. all of those sorts of positive things that we can say to ourselves. Even our challenge last week, not to should on yourself. You know, when we say that we should do something, it indicates that we did something wrong. And often the mistake is not so much that we did something wrong, it's that we had something new to learn. And viewing that as, rather than a mistake, something we should not have done, but instead viewing it as a positive learning experience. Oh, I get to learn from this. That changes the whole paradigm and affects our body differently. All right, so people who spend time on their spirit, remember we are mind, body, spirit, and you cannot neglect one leg of that three-legged stool and expect it to sit up properly. It's going to be out of balance and you're going to tip over. So from a spiritual perspective, and it really doesn't matter what faith, what label you slap on your faith, all that matters is that you are spending time cultivating your spirit. By meditating or praying, whatever name you want to call it, it's all pretty much the same thing. But taking time each day to do that and really reflect on those things without passing judgment on yourself or other people. Also, having regular spiritual practices, whether it be a ritual that you have at home where you light candles and light incense and just take some downtime and have a cup of tea, or actually going to your house of worship and spending time with, again, social interaction, spending time with people who are engaging in those same spiritual rituals. And then, taking the time to routinely walk in that faith. And this is a hard one for people because it's so ambiguous sometimes. But taking the time to walk in faith simply means that you are accepting that where you're at right now has a purpose. And that there's something that you are supposed to learn right now. And the things that we want that haven't come into place yet are not here because it's not their time yet. And they're still coming for you. And you're trusting that those things are going to come to fruition. But you're accepting where you're at and you're okay with it. That's what walking in faith is. That's our 10 things, folks. Hydration, live whole foods, downtime, making sure you take time to meditate and pray, positive reinforcement from outside sources, outside positive social interaction, talking well to yourself, making sure that you're eating bitter, pungent foods like garlics and onions, having a regular spiritual practice and walking in your faith. Okay? Try and incorporate those things this week. See how many of them that you can get into your routine and make it a goal to keep working on that. All right, till next time, folks, have a great one. I'll talk to you soon.